Hi everybody, Steve List here, and it's tomato time. It's ready to plant your tomato time. I'm here at Somar Agriculture Learning Center. It is March 12th, 2021. Exactly 1 year since we shut down the world. And I'm happy to say, slowly but surely, we're coming back. We're coming back with lectures. We're coming back with more videos. But you know what? The vegetable gardens, they never took any time off. We still were able to plant and enjoy our vegetables through all this crazy times in 2020. I'm here to start with video number 1, and this will be about planting your tomatoes. And what I really like to do is plant them the lasagna method. My friend, the late great Steve Goto, taught me this, God rest his soul. And I want to show you basically how to do it. So our first video is how to prepare your beds, how to prepare your pots, and get ready to plant your tomatoes. We like to call it the lasagna method. And what we're doing is we're putting layers of compost and potting soil, and in between each one of those, we put a dry organic soil. The first thing you want to do is make sure you get big containers. Do not use a 15-gallon. An indeterminate tomato just won't do it. Their root systems get big. You need a 2 by 2 by 2 foot bed in order to grow one indeterminate tomato. So if you look at these are a 45-gallon tub. So you want to start getting a large container, number 1. Number 2, make sure you have a real sturdy cage. This is your contractor's wire, which is used to put for driveways, for concrete reinforcement. This is really sturdy. If you go with these smaller tomato cages, you're going to end up staking them. They're very flimsy. The tomatoes will literally grow 6 feet easily. So in a few months, these are going to be full. So what we're going to do is show you exactly what to put inside these containers. So what we've already done, we put about 6 to 8 inches of our compost that we make here at Somar Agriculture Learning Center. So I put 1 layer of compost, and then I'm going to come over here and we're going to use a dry organic. We like the G&B tomato and vegetable herb fertilizer, kind of dusty. And one of the purposes of putting the layers of dry organic material is it does take a little longer for dry organics to break down. And by the time the tomato plant's roots get down to that, it'll be ready available. Also, having your own compost will help activate the soil so you have quote unquote a living soil. That's what makes your organic fertilizers work. So I'm gonna liberally put, I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 or 4 handfuls down in here. And that's layer number 1. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some of the G&B or Kellogg's raised bed and potting soil. And hopefully I don't fall. Ugh. So compost, dry organic, raised bed mix, and we'll spread it out. And also something I learned last year and the year before, I've been doing this for many years. And last year, we didn't tamp down the soil real good. So what happened is the organic material started to settle and we ended up with pots like this. And in the middle of the summertime, if your pots aren't big enough, you don't have enough soil, the roots tend to dry out and don't grow as well. So I like to, once we get a layer, I want to tamp it down real good. And this will help as things decompose. So we put the raised bed mix. Now I want to go again with our dry organic. Then I've got our black gold, I call it. This is our own formula, our own compost. What we do is we get men, and they bring all our old vegetables and fruits, and we layer it in our compost bins. We put a layer of the fruits and vegetables, we put a layer of carbon, leaves, grass clippings, hay, and then we top it with a soil. And what that soil does is keep the flies down, keep the smell. We mix it. This is what we get. So my next layer is this. Okay. And again, spreading it tamping it. More dry. We could do this a little neater, but for the video, I don't want to go too long and too crazy. All right, and then the last thing I want to do is I'm going to use a mixture of the raised bed mix, and my favorite is the Harvest Supreme. I'm going to mix those 50-50, and let me get a shovel. That'll be our final top dressing. So this is a 50-50 Harvest Supreme raised bed mix. I'm going to put it on there, smooth it out, tamp it down. This one's finished. You can see how full it is. We are ready to plant. Our next video, which will be next week, is going to be tomato selecting, what we're going to be putting in. I'll tell you my favorite tomatoes. If you look on my Instagram and my Facebook, I've already posted a list of what we planted last year and what I really liked. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll talk next week for tomato planting 2021 part 2. Peace out.